The Secret Life of Whiskers. A curious cat. Lily had always known that Whiskers, her playful tabby, was no ordinary cat. He had an uncanny knack for finding trouble and escaping just as quickly, often returning home with a proud, mysterious look in his eyes. But one chilly evening, Lily began to notice something strange. Whiskers would disappear for hours, sometimes even days, and return with what seemed like an entirely different energy. One evening, after a particularly long absence, Lily decided to follow him. She watched from behind the curtain as Whiskers slipped out through the back door and into the shadows. His movements were more deliberate than usual, as though he was on a mission. Lily's curiosity got the better of her, and she quietly slipped on her shoes and followed him. She stayed hidden in the darkness, keeping a safe distance as Whiskers led her through winding alleyways, up tall fences, and into the heart of the town's forgotten forest. She was sure he had something to hide, and tonight, she would uncover it. The hidden meeting. Lily followed Whiskers into the woods, feeling the cool breeze of the evening air brush against her skin. She kept her footsteps light, trying not to make a sound. As she approached a small clearing, she noticed Whiskers standing in front of a large, ancient tree, as if waiting for something or someone. Lily hid behind a bush, her heart pounding in her chest. Suddenly, from the darkness of the forest, two more cats appeared, both larger than Whiskers. They had silvery fur that shimmered in the moonlight and eyes that glowed with an almost magical intensity. Whiskers greeted them with a series of soft meows, which they responded to with a low rumble. Lily felt a chill run down her spine as she realized that Whiskers wasn't just any ordinary house cat. He was meeting with these mysterious creatures for a reason. Was Whiskers part of some secret feline society? And what could their mission be? Her heart raced with the realization that Whiskers had a secret life she had never known about. The Cat Council. The larger cats began to speak in a language Lily couldn't understand. Whiskers seemed to be the leader, gesturing with his tail and nodding as the others spoke. Lily's curiosity grew stronger, but she had to remain quiet and still. She crouched behind the bush, trying to catch every word, but their voices were low and soft, almost as if they didn't want to be heard. Finally, one of the silver cats approached Whiskers and handed him a small, glowing crystal. Whiskers nodded solemnly, and Lily could feel the tension in the air. The crystal seemed to pulse with an eerie, otherworldly glow. The larger cats spoke again, this time with urgency in their voices. Whiskers responded by giving a determined meow, as if agreeing to whatever was being discussed. Lily realized that the cats were on a mission, one that involved the mysterious crystal and something far more important than she could have imagined. As the meeting ended, the silver cats turned and disappeared into the night, leaving Lily with more questions than answers. Whiskers stayed behind for a moment, gazing at the crystal in his paws, as though making a decision. He then turned and trotted back toward home, as if nothing had happened. The crystal's power. The next day, Lily couldn't stop thinking about what she had witnessed in the woods. She kept an eye on Whiskers, waiting for any sign of unusual behavior. It wasn't long before Whiskers disappeared again, this time carrying the glowing crystal in his mouth. Lily, determined to uncover more, followed him once again. Whiskers led her to a hidden cave deep in the forest. Inside, the walls shimmered with faint light, and at the center of the cave stood a pedestal. Whiskers gently placed the crystal on the pedestal, and the entire cave lit up with a brilliant, golden glow. The air seemed to hum with energy, and Lily could feel the vibrations deep in her chest. Whiskers stepped back and sat down, watching the crystal. As the light intensified, Lily saw the crystal begin to shift and change shape. It was no longer just a glowing stone, but something more, an artifact of unimaginable power. Lily realized that Whiskers was not only a protector of this powerful artifact, but also part of something much larger than she could have ever imagined. He was the guardian of the crystal, keeping it safe from forces that sought to misuse its power. The final secret. Lily's world changed forever after that night. Whiskers continued to lead his double life, but now she knew the truth. He wasn't just a playful, mischievous cat. He was a guardian, a protector of a secret that could change the world. A few days later, Whiskers returned from the woods, but this time, something was different. He came to Lily, purring gently, and rubbed his head against her hand, as if offering a silent request. Lily knew what he was asking. The crystal had become too powerful, and it was time to move it once again. But this time, she would help. Together, Lily and Whiskers took the crystal to a place where no one would ever find it, a hidden sanctuary, safe from the hands of those who might try to misuse it. As Whiskers placed the crystal in its final resting place, Lily felt the weight of the responsibility that came with knowing the secret life of her beloved cat. Though Whiskers never spoke of it again, Lily understood. He had a purpose far greater than she could comprehend, and she would forever be his trusted companion in the secret world he had revealed to her. The end.